What we've designed is a 4,500 square metre office building next to a 2,500 car park spaces for a car park building. It's a building that will change the experience of arrival and departure into the airport precinct, so it comes with a big responsibility.
To my left is the TH1 Transportation Hub. It's one of the focal points of the new build. The transportation hub really is car park on steroids. It's 4 layers of car parking with an office at the front. It brings all the vehicles that used to park in front of the airport away from the airport.
Today we're at the Auckland International Airport, the Transport Hub project, where we're delivering facade on the building, which involves 8,500 square metres of facade panels. It's really 3 buildings in one. There's the main car parking building, which has perforated metal screening in 2 different colours. There's large perforated blades over the curtain wall in the office, a mix of the 2 on the concourse area on the southern side of the building.
The facade that we have designed is based on the original concept, which celebrates the movement at Auckland Airport. It's what people get to experience and see and touch and feel, and we're using it as a wayfinding element.
So when it came to the actual design of it, the architect comes up with his ideas. For a start, we had to test it. We had to produce sample panels, which went to the test facility in Invercargill. So we had to go through quite a few different panels, different sizes of slots.
Their expertise in facade engineering has been invaluable. In this particular site, wind is one of the primary factors that you have to consider in the design phase, together with their understanding on how facade materials perform, how to cater for wind movement, both horizontally and vertically, has been invaluable. Having that information earlier on in the design allowed us to incorporate joints and gaps and areas that have to move in the facade in the design, rather than doing that at the 11th hour at the end of the process.
At the very beginning, Insol suggested that we undertake extensive wind tunnel testing on the project to assess the actual performance of the mesh screen under design wind loadings, to validate the pattern's performance under both deflection and vibration. They also suggested that we do a full-scale mock-up to ensure that the client knew what they were receiving at the very end, and due to program constraints, we were able to press the green light on early procurement.
We had to be pretty careful of our whole design, that it was going to work for us. We didn't want anything that was going to cause issues with the install because it was such a large job. So we were doing a full mock-up, what we call a PMU, which is a performance mock-up, and our client came along and saw it. They were very pleased with it, what they saw, and so it gave them a feel for it all.
The building is 200 metres in length and about 70 metres in width. Everything you adjust has an incremental effect simply because of the sheer length of the facade. That's why understanding the facade to the last washer, to the last detail, has been really important.
There's a lot of complexities in a project like this. We're working right next to the public. We're working in an active airport environment. So the planning's been going on for at least 18 months before we started on site. Everything was planned almost down to the last nut, bolt and screw and where everything was going to go. We knew exactly what we were doing before we came to site. Then on site, it's all about just delivering it smoothly and as efficiently as possible.
And Insol came recommended because of the skill and expertise that they bring. They've got a very good technical side, good connectivity, easy to work with from a safety perspective, from a management of materials. We didn't have to chase and harass them for materials overseas. Everything came on time.
Insol's been absolutely choice to work with. No challenge is a challenge for Insol. The key thing is to get Insol in at the early stages and then get them involved throughout the design phase to ensure that we all build robust details that are easy to construct on site.
I truly mean that. The Insol team have been essential in the process. You're dealing with a single point of responsibility that takes ownership of the design, the engineering. I truly don't think that we would have been able to achieve such an outstanding product without their expertise and experience.